unmute on this side. Is this not picking up my controller anymore? I don't think it is. I have to reset this. Hold on. There we go. Now we're good. Okay. Apologies for the wait, folks, but we're here. Get this show started. Actually, hold on. All right, there we go. Also, one more thing I want to try to do for today's show. Stream, show, stream, whatever you want to call it. We will turn that back on and then turn this off. And then what if I turn this on? Or not? Now I'm not sure. Now I'm not so sure anymore. Yeah, I'll rock with this for a while. See how it goes. I don't want to play it back, otherwise it's going to get picked up in OBS, and that'll be a problem. Get that feedback noise again, which is very loud and ear-piercing. But okay, so we got some folks in the chat here. Let's go in Dark Sun, Sensei, Vancy. Good to see everybody here during this. I mean, it's going to be kind of short today, only because I have to get some shit done for tomorrow as well.
You will only see me representing this city as I should.
Who says
The elven way to greet people is Andaran Artisham. It's such a
How's
pretty
business?
language.
Can't complain.
Wow, what a great conversation. I was supposed to eavesdrop on these people.
Busy as anything, but no hope to be found anywhere.
The Arntom have scared people off, but the crows are after him. You'll see.
But I mean, Antam, I didn't think they went in for things like fancy paintings.
I wouldn't know anything about... Well, that would explain the Arntom who came by not an hour ago.
Don't mind me standing here. I'm just eavesdropping. I'm just eavesdropping. Don't mind me.
Oh, yes. I did hear they've been piling up stolen goods in a camp in the Drown district.
So the Anton
I'll just stand right here while you guys talk.
now? In front of everyone?
It cannot be for coin. There are faster ways to fill their coffers.
That merchant said they're stockpiling stolen art at a camp in the Drown district. Let's start there.
Pick this up too. Need materials for upgrades and stuff like that.
We're close to that camp where the Arntom took that merchant's stolen sculptures.
Stay covered.
Everyone's got guns.
Ranged incoming.
They're all low.
Guess my stuff is still on cooldown. That or I don't have enough power to use it. Where the hell did this guy come from? Oh, he's reloading. Oh, now you guys want to fight him. Took you long enough.
Thanks, Sakanis.
No charge.
Okay, let's look around for that stolen art. Any sign of what the Antam are doing with it?
I don't see anything here either.
Strange. You'd think a few statues would stand out.
Still nothing. I don't see anything that merchant in the market was talking about. No stolen art. We should go back and talk to him.
Is this what you call acting for Treviso? Is this all you do?
Let's see. Tell the other Venatori to watch out for people sniffing about. I don't want to jeopardize the arrangement with the Antam. Magical components they're asking for are rare, but they've delivered us some of Treviso's brightest artwork. Collectors come back home and are very pleased. Next exchange will be in the Antam camp in the center of the city. I'll find you after.
That merchant.
They left.
The Antam stole his artwork.
They probably knew we were listening in, considering how I was not at all inconspicuous when listening in.
That whole story. He was just getting rid of us.
The note said the Antam are trading the art to Venatori collectors in exchange for rare magical components.
Magic?
Okay. We're close to the camp where Antam are trading with the Venatori for magical components.
Your death will be the from the mouth.
Find out what the Antam and the Venatori are actually doing here.
Good work, everyone.
Recovering from a cold? Man, still fancy? Been coughing still? Oh yeah, the cough is always the thing that lingers the longest after a cold. Strangely enough, the few times that I've gotten sick, they haven't been like related to me coughing or anything. I suppose whatever it's been hasn't really been attacking my lungs that much. Maybe. Not be afraid of magic. We must throw off superstitions which yoked us under the kun. The kun? Venatori's enchanted powders. I always mess up how to pronounce that word. Like I'll hear it and then I'll forget to pronounce it always. Venatori's enchanted powders and crystals have already produced wonderful new effects in the Gatlock. More power, more displacement, a heat like dragon's fire. But it is not ready. I've gone for burn salve. The Venatori and I will find the correct mixture soon.
This note is about Gatlock, that Canary blasting powder.
A lot of people have been losing their voices around me, including myself and Rio. You guys got the Wolbachia.
Much more explosive.
Can they even do that?
Yeah, you gotta make sure you say it like Code Talker says it.
Oh, that'd be very dangerous.
We must go to Day and Viago with this as soon as possible.
Agreed.
Doing all right. My poor pup had to get medically groomed. She's naked. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Medically groomed? What was going on there?
So I heard we're on a rotation for cooking.
Supposed to be and used to be, but, well...
What is it?
Well, some of it's an acquired taste. So I tend to do most of the cooking, a lot of the time.
I've heard that about you.
I have heard that dragon rampaging through Minrathos blighted people.
That's a bad death. Think what could have happened to Treviso if our dragon had not been chased out.
Good news?
Oh, there we go. Interrupt conversations. I love it.
Explosives even.
Let's keep doing that.
What?
It's not ready yet. They're still experimenting.
Then we have some time. The crows will investigate.
We had better. I am sure we'd be among the Antam's first targets.
Were there any other side quests I had here before I leave? Well, we kind of made the choice to come here and defend it over going back to Docktown and Minrathous. And that had implications. I still blame Raikou for that, by the way. It was his fault. He made the choice for us. That's all him. I did nothing wrong. Completely innocent. Oh, wait, no. Oh, you can't refund the point you had previously? You have to refund them all? What? There we go. I can't refund that. I was going to say. Going over here. Getting my specialization skill. That's what I'm doing. I shall become the duelist. Alright, well, if we already did that skill tree, then I guess we'll work on... He can heal me too, can't he? Maybe I'll do that one. Yeah, he just throws a potion at me. Like, literally throws a potion at me. Why would I say no to a potion being thrown at me? Throw me your heals. Alright, let me just do this real quick. There we go. Well, it's like no smooth transition when you stop walking. It just kind of pops into an idle animation. That transition is not very smooth. Give him his new weapons. Wait, do I have to change my skills too? Hold on, I forgot about that. I gotta change my skills now too. No, that's not me. That's me. Toxic Dash seems alright. I think I have to change this one out with the new one. The Murder of Crows. The anime skill. Missives. Greetings from the gallery. Dearest Rook, wonderful thing. The crows have recovered some of the Trevisian artwork stolen by the Antam. Viago and Taya told me all about it when I had them over for dinner. Those loutish Antam were about to take all their ill-gotten goods by boat to Minrathous. Can you imagine selling the jewels of our artistry to some boorish magistrate's parlors? Luckily, Viago's compatriots put it into it. My heart fell 3 times lighter when I learned that, and I'm sure yours does too. You and your friends take care, darling. Mistress Trella. Let's go back to the shop. Can I do anything here?
Your coin helps, and there's some good bargains out there for you.
We'll take all this too. I don't know if I can get anything new right now. I don't have enough to get any of these upgrades at the moment. Corvid Calling Mask. Shop's got to be level 3 for that one, though. I need 5 of whatever that stuff is to upgrade it again.
I'm always open.
Then I suppose we can leave. Give me how to go to the world map. It's like right there in my face and I just completely ignore it like an idiot. Gotta go talk to Solus again. The bald elf boy. Elf boy, elf man. The bald elf dude. I keep hitting the wrong button for that every time.
When last we spoke, you were hunting for followers of Elganan and Gillenane in hopes of finding specifics. Has your search been successful?
You could say that. It looks like both the Venatori and the Antam are working for Elganan and Gillenane.
Unsurprising. The Venatori want magical secrets, and the Antam want to destroy anyone opposing their brutal expansion. Both will readily bow to anyone who promises them power.
It's not just a promise.
It's more than a promise this time. The Antam and the Venatori both have dragons doing their bidding.
Dragons? That is worse than I had feared.
Yeah. We drove off the one the Antam brought to Treviso. Barely.
Have you determined how the dragons are being directed? If it is blood magic, it may be possible to disrupt their control.
The dragons were blighted. We think that's what let the...
I mean, I could probably go up there and ask one of the dragons next time if you want me to.
The blight seems to be the god.
I'm sure they're totally down for having a conversation.
We ran into Venatori who could control Darkspawn.
Elganan would not bestow such power unless the Darkspawn were to serve as the main force of his army. And I suspect Gillenane will see the Darkspawn as new subjects for her modifications.
We've already run into a few Darkspawn nobody has seen before. That's in addition to the blighted dragons.
That is the fate Elganan and Gillenane planned for this world then. Corruption and blighted slavery.
I do like me some corruption. So you're not any better.
That's rage coming from the guy who wanted to drown the world in demons.
Do you truly believe my goal was to destroy this world?
I believe your goal, like you said, was to transfer the gods to a better prison. The one you're stuck in now. And you were willing to tear down the veil and destroy this world while you did so.
The veil is a wound I cut into the Fade in a moment of desperation, while making their...
If I had to describe the gameplay, it's probably... I'd probably describe it as one of the most, like, live service action games you could possibly think of. Where you could tell it's got a lot of its roots from that particular market of gameplay. which makes sense considering this game was, at some point in development, they were pitching this game as a live service game. The only thing it's missing is the microtransactions.
A host of spirits ready to help when the veil fell. It would have minimized the loss of life.
So best guess, how many deaths? Hundreds? Thousands?
At least. Those deaths would have been on my conscience. But the world would once again be as it should be.
Oh, and here I was worried.
Many would have died, I know. But afterward, flowers would grow again.
Spoken like a god.
I am not a god. I am as I have always been. A man. All too aware of his failings. But equally aware that if he did not act, accepting the judgment it would bring, all would be lost. They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
It won't be bad when I'm done.
I'm gonna stop the gods my way, without getting thousands of innocent people killed.
Confidence. Certainty that you can do better. I believe I can work with that. If the gods are using dragons, you will wish to find someone trained to fight them. Have you unlocked the Lighthouse Illuvian?
Yes. We found the crossroads. It's still confusing, though.
I cannot help you from in here. You may need to find an expert in the magic of the Fade. And if the Darkspawn are to be Elganon's army, you will need Grey Wardens to fight them.
I've got a few of them. Their leaders don't trust me right now, though.
You've got one of them.
Faith in you, Rook. You seem to have a knack for gaining the cooperation of your adversaries.
I mean, of course, it's how I roll. You know, it's that whole thing about friendship. You guys like that? You guys like friendship? I like friendship. You guys like friendship?
So this elven god thinks we need a dragon hunter and a Fade expert.
He's right, about the dragon hunter at least. The shadow dragons did all they could. The dragon was just too much. The moment the dust settled, the Venatori rushed in. Guess they knew it was coming. Nev's staying for now. She said she'll be back soon. But at least you took care of yours.
We hurt it, but didn't kill it. The dragon flew off before we could put it down.
Treviso could have used a dragon hunter. That much is true.
Couldn't have known.
That's hindsight talking. We didn't know a blighted dragon was coming, or that we'd need someone who could take it down.
We should not forget the second dragon in Minrathos. We ought to see what we can do to
Hey, you know that one that we left to destroy the city? That one.
There's no telling how long Nev will be helping the shadow dragons with the aftermath.
Hey, let's not get stuck in our regrets, all right?
Hang on a minute. Not only have you retained the services of a demon assassin, you're also taking advice from the elven god who attempted to tear down the veil.
Spite is my problem.
That's what they always say. Rook, Lucanus is one thing, but do you really trust this Solus?
Trust might be a strong word.
Trust is such a strong word, you know?
So you don't trust him? All right then.
So a Fade expert and a dragon hunter. I'll ask around about dragon hunters and see what turns up. Come talk to me in a bit.
And I've been corresponding with someone about the lighthouse's reverberative oscillations and the resulting dimensional peculiarities. Oh, sorry. Not relevant. I'll get a message through to a Fade expert immediately.
It's like she's trying so hard to be Liara, but she's just not. She's not.
We all know what to do. Let's get going.
They wanted to make like an elven Liara, and it's just not happening. It's not working. It ain't sitting with me. Like, maybe if it wasn't so obvious what they were trying to do, then I'd be like, all right, that's fine. But like you've seen this character archetype in many of their other games, and it's like, all right, guys, come on. We know what's going on here. And not even just like the nerdy character archetype, but this particular type of nerdy character archetype. Oh no, it's all good, Dark. So we're gonna find an expert dragon hunter now that the dragons already destroyed a city.
Need and knowledge.
Pretty sure I know who that dragon hunter is too. It's everyone's favorite character. Oh, okay. I can enchant weapons now. Equipment. Maybe I'll enchant this bow. With... maybe barrier damage. Nah, maybe not that. Maybe armor damage. And then this will have barrier damage. And this one will have weapon damage. And then in my luck, I'll find a better weapon. I'll have to get rid of all these. And it won't matter. And it won't matter. And I'll have done all this for nothing.
So I put the word out for dragon hunters, and I've heard back about someone who might work. It's a woman named Tosh from a
Yep, that's the one.
Hunters called the Lords of Fortune.
Sounds promising.
An agent for the Lords said that Tosh is working on a mission for them along the Ravane coast. If we help her, she'll be free to join us and fight any blighted dragons the gods throw our way.
I hope someone can. We don't want to fight another dragon without help.
Time to find out if the crossroads can get us to an alluvion in that area. We'll head out whenever you're ready.
Well, you know, what if I'm not ready yet? We still got one more person to recruit into our merry band of Dragon Age Avengers.
Okay, Bellara, what's your lead on getting us a Fade expert for the team?
Good evening.
Who is this and how'd they get here?
Rook, so we need a Fate expert. I've been writing to...
All right, you take care, Sensei. We'll catch you next time, buddy. Thanks for hanging out.
He's on an expedition, so I reached out to his colleagues to find him. This is Lady Myrna and Vorgoth. They're necromancers. Mournwatch ones, I mean.
Your friend's request for a Fade expert was urgent. How darksome are things outside Navarra?
Enough that we need help?
We've seen terrible magic. Old magic. It'll get worse unless we step up.
I see. Bellara's correspondent is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, a Fade expert and powerful psychagogue.
You will need him. Where can I find him?
The Professor is currently delving the shrouded halls in the Grand Necropolis. We will grant you passage to look for him. Where the dead. Lately they grow restless.
So I'm guessing that's to recruit the last two members. And then we can officially say that everybody's here. Fuck this other dude. Why can't we get the cool cloak guy? Apparently we're not cool enough for the cool cloak guy. We still got work to do. I think it's because we need more skulls in the lighthouse. Once we get that, then maybe he'll hang out with us. Maybe. From what I recall, the other guy does not have a cloak. However, he does specialize in skulls and dead things. So maybe that'll make up for it. We'll see.
Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, I may as well knock this one out now before I go further. Couldn't you have just told me that when I was already there? I was hanging out with all the other crows, trying to find stolen artwork. That's not working. That's the wrong button. I've been playing way too many games with like 1,000 different buttons that I have to press to navigate shit. All right. All right, so Nev is back in Minrathous. She's not going to join us for a while. She'll probably be mad at us when she comes back. You didn't help my city. How could you? Like, listen, Nev, I had to take care of my shit first, all right? Can't help you if I can't even help myself.
Lucanus, if you lose control of Spite, I'll have to put you both down. No hard feelings.
Good.
What was the point of this?
All the people who ever tried to kill me are dead.
The point of this, you guys barely had a chance to talk, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, I will kill you if your demon goes crazy. Great conversation. Good way to break the ice.
Come on. Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's
at least they're upfront about it, I suppose.
Time for he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while.
We don't have time for that.
The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here.
It's like I just want to look around and get some coffee for a bit, you know? The world might be on fire, but
Wants to? Really?
For Hassan. Think of it as a bribe to stop him from chewing on the alluvian. Treviso. I barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary. And then there was the dragon.
You miss just being here? Without the chaos?
I used to think it would never change. Ah, here.
My character's stance looks so weird to me.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Bellara mentioned the daily seafood recipe she wants to make.
Did I pay for that fish?
Demon of Virantium.
Better not have. That was my gold.
For the team.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katarina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite. A good selection. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes. And Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
Scurvy.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger?
I already got him a dagger.
Wyverns as a boy.
Oh, no, it was something else. I didn't get him a dagger. I got something else for him. Either way, he got a gift from me already. You don't get to just keep getting stuff.
Cafe Pietra's just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin. Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
Perfection. Do they have anything sweeter? I'm more of a tea drinker. I mean, I like coffee too. What are you talking about? They all sound like flirting options, which I'm not trying to do here.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So, have we done enough Three Crows in a coffee shop chatting about nothing to bore the spies?
Just about. The most persistent one gave up when Lucanis started getting all romantic about the roasts.
It's a very good roast. So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
You know, Nev could help.
I have a friend who's very good at finding people.
Katerina was first Talon. This is crow business. We can handle it.
Apparently not. Your lead is no good, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave it to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
It's not great at listening.
Your cousin only seems to hear about one word in 10.
He's always been this way. He hears what he wants to hear.
Oh yeah, that's the flirting option. I knew it was. I knew that's where that was going. You look happy. It's weird. Good coffee. Glad to be home.
So, are you glad to be back in Antiva?
It doesn't feel real yet. And it wasn't this fool of Antam when I left.
I haven't gotten used to it either.
They say taste and smell awaken our strongest memories. For so long, memories were all I had. But whatever the circumstances, the here and now is a much finer place to be. How's your coffee?
Strong enough to take down a god.
What coffee? They gave me coffee?
Head back to the lighthouse.
Almost.
Wow, that's really all that was. So we constantly stopped shopping in Treviso markets and got a further look at the Antom's occupation in the city. After meeting Ilario for coffee, he remains worried that Zara will hurt his cousin, as she did him and Katerina. I guess the plus side is that it increased, or it upgraded his weapons. So perhaps it wasn't all bad, or a waste of time. All right, let's go recruit these other members to the party, shall we? We'll get our necromancer first.
Best place in Treviso.
One of the few parts of a city worth calling civilized.
We'll save the Dragon Hunter for last. Only because of how special they are.
I'm surprised people are doing normal business during an occupation. Feels crowded like a city always does.
Hey, I can just fast travel there, can't I? Hold on. Yep. Go straight there. Who am I bringing? The Morn Watcher, they call him.
This is it. No sign of the professor.
I hope he's here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
Visitors! What a marvelous surprise! Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh. Professor Emmerich Volkaren of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met, well, in person, but I've been writing to you.
Belara, my dear girl. What a pleasure. Surely you didn't come all this way just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a Fade expert.
I'm Rook.
Charmed.
Yeah, I mean, the skull helmet thing was kind of cool.
I like that bit with the flaming skull.
It's nothing, really. Just an evocation of the flame of the last steps.
Looks great.
Thank you. You know, I'm never quite sure how these spells strike someone from outside Navarra. I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here. I must investigate. Would you two mind accompanying me further into the shrouded halls?
Toward that screaming.
Something's gone awry in this part of the necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
Don't the dead always stir easily? You can tell a difference? Oh.
I think something's ahead.
Strange. These halls should be under the protection of the bell.
Shit, I'll take a break here in a second. Just realized.
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded hall.
You know, we'll do that now before I get wrapped up in it and totally forget to do that. Now, because YouTube has been kind of funny about music being played as of late, I may just have to do that without any music this time. So hold on to your butts, kids. Be back in a bit. All right, now we're good. Apologies for being stuck with the deafening silence that was me not being able to play any music right now, but unfortunately, I can get that worked out to find out what the hell's going on over there. That is what it is, for now at least.
I see we've company. Careful, Rook. It signals you out.
Good, I want it to.
Where'd everyone go?
That's right. 23.9 minute stream. In fact, 23.9 minutes might be all I have left for today's stream. I love bosses that teleport. Where it's no longer a challenge for the fact that they teleport. It's more of a try on your patience.
It's vital we discover why that spirit manifests.
An exercise in wasting your time. Shatter. Legendary rune. Misplaced skull. I hate it when I lose my skull.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves depending on their conditions.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
There's no reach.
Zombies.
They're mindless.
You can't control them?
I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzies. Poor things.
Gay zombies? I mean, do they have a sexual preference?
Fantastic, Rogue.
Does it matter if they do?
Free that bell.
Need some help?
Thank you. The star, the bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it.
Zombies getting down like that? I don't think they are. I knew it. I would eventually get a better bow and swap out the bows. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. All right, we'll swap this out with Shatter. Attacks break the enemy's guard for 10 seconds. That doesn't sound too bad. Doesn't Mayor. Ass long. Shout out to my friend Dozen Mayor in the chat.
We'll need a wisp to unseal the doors leading out. Could you please find one and bring it here?
Okay. How?
Give your greetings, and the wisp will follow.
Your belly hurts. Did you eat something funny? Now let me in. Oh, here we go.
Hello. Ah, wisps are the simplest of spirits, but quite.
Ate too many Brussels.
Bring the wisp here, and we can unseal the doors.
Didn't think you could do such a thing, Mika. You made pasta pesto afterwards. What you're saying is that you ate too much food.
Doors open. Where to now?
This should lead us to the upper chambers, where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
Wow, Mika, after all this talk about you not liking to stuff your face, wow, wow. You lied to us. Deceptions.
So, Professor.
Just Emery, please.
You weren't that surprised we need a Fade expert.
The spirits talk. Even the simplest have been clamoring about chaos in the Fade. Someone coming to consult wasn't an if, so much as a when.
You're on a quest to get thick? Shit, good luck with that. Good luck with that on vegan food. But there might be some out there that'll help you get there, but good luck with that on vegan food.
Trouble scouted.
I ain't saying it's impossible, but it's gonna be a lot harder to do.
They're attacking from afar.
They're at range.
Oh, what? It went through me. I was trying to deflect that back. Well, you can't parry not because you missed it, but because it missed you. I was in a farm from right next to him. So I can make chickpeas, fake chicken. I mean, it's still not chicken though. You don't have all the fats that come with eating chicken. What you need is a little more fat in your diet. That's an easy way to make it happen. Otherwise, you're going to be trying for a while. But it all depends on like what kind of thick you're trying to get, I suppose. He says a whole fried chicken on a whole a whole biscuit. If you could just spend like a good 2 weeks eating nothing but chicken thighs, that'll put some weight on you. Or at least get the fat from chicken thighs and something. Now they kind of think you need a good amount of protein / fat, you do. And that goes for if you're trying to put on muscle too. If you're trying to get ripped.
Oh, that's cold. That's really cold.
Echoes of the despair spirits, misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter.
So start getting some protein powders or something to mixing that in with your food. That'll help. Train with Thomas. That's right, 100 push-ups a day. Per day. You gotta snort. You gotta snort it. That's good protein powder. And not even just like the powder. You got like when you put it in like a shake, you make a protein shake, you got to get that to the nose too. Right through the nostrils. Sniff it up. You got to smell the muscles you want to have. Pure Colombian protein. It's that good shit. You know how they were doing in the movie Scarface? Have you seen the movie Scarface? You should probably watch the movie Scarface. But that's how they do it.
That the last of them?
Minus the guy getting killed with a chainsaw. You can subtract that part of it. It's not that serious. But you get the idea. I know it's been a while since I watched that movie too. I was watching somebody play like the definitive edition Vice City for GTA, and that made me want to play Scarface. Or not play, just watch Scarface, but also play Vice City. But also kind of has me excited for the for GTA 6, since that's kind of I think that's taking place in like modern day Vice City, which is based on Miami.
Can't do this without a wisp.
Florida. What's that over there? It's all misty. But I want to play through GTA 5 before 6 drops. What, you haven't played GTA 5 yet, DJ? What? 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 You had like 10 years, man. What happened? They re-released that game like 8 times. It's like the Skyrim of the. Never mind, that game came out in the 360 era too, didn't it? I was gonna say it's the Skyrim of the PS4 era, but no, it came out in the 360 era.
Well, that's a relief.
And then it was re-released on PS4, and then it was re-released again on PS5. They just kept re-releasing it.
This is lock 2. I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid.
Put out a PC version and everything, and they just kept on doing it. Like, oh, it's the next gen consoles. What if we put out the GTA 5 on the next gen consoles?
They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
And the crazy thing is that game is still making a shit ton of money.
Those wisps really came.
Like all these other gaming studios might get shut down for not making money, but Rockstar's going nowhere. Rockstar could announce GTA 7 tomorrow and people will get excited. They'd be like, wait a minute, what about GTA 6? But hey, GTA 7, let's go. We're getting 2 games now.
Following us around?
Wisps often seek out mortal company. They're drawn to us as flowers turn towards a sun.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah, they were hoping to try to recreate that success with Red Dead Redemption 2, with the online mode in that one, and it just didn't take the same way that GTA did.
They're hitting us from afar. That's room for you. That's a win.
There's the last wisp.
Good. Strange. This door shouldn't be here.
But it is here.
The necropolis rearranges itself every so often.
Oh, you mean like it's like a randomly generated dungeon all the time? It get kind of annoying. We don't know where anything is.
Well done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell.
Is this how solo leveling started?
Of the night thought,
100% accurate recreation.
never drawing these spirits here, Roland.
It all started off with him carrying a bunch of wisps to a door.
Oh yes, mortals are their prime attraction.
Better be ready.
What's all this then? Cascades?
They're firing at us!
Okay, get me back here. Not if I hide. Oh, you bitch. The sheep weren't there. They pack him up for the winter or something? I say like they stuffed the sheep in a suitcase. They put the sheep in a suitcase and said, all right, winter's coming. You stopped the sheep poop. I mean, you can't listen. You can't say you didn't have an eventful day and that there weren't any sheep involved. You took a little bit of those sheep with you back home.
Nice, Rook.
Ah, nicely done.
I'm a clone one.
Well struck, Rook.
Why clone one? Why don't you can just mix your DNA with theirs and become the sheep woman. You'll never be cold in the winter. Do it, Mika. What are you scared of? Oh, too lazy, huh? That's the excuse? Uh-huh. Uh-huh, sure.
Their source is near the bell you saw earlier. Ringing it will banish them.
Sightless skull. Control ability damage from control abilities. I don't think I have any of those.
Who lured them there in the first place?
Mine are all stabby. A ReZero phone signal? You mean a ringtone? Okay, but how terrifying is this ringtone, Mika? I can't hear the despair, then is it a true ringtone? If you can't recreate the feeling of crippling despair, then what are we even doing? Not allowed to use it by the girlfriend. Why not? Does she not like it?
Where are you from?
I spent most of my life in Antiva.
Am I correct in guessing you're one of the crows?
At your service.
You must tell me about your journeys once we're above ground.
Got it.
It's the death sound effect? I mean, I suppose that one's okay. I guess. I was gonna judge you more harshly based on your choices for that one, but that one, I mean, it's acceptable. Necrotic Jade. That's actually great for necrosis damage since I use a lot of that with my skills. Necrosis. Give me that chest. How do I get in there? There's sand in the way. Move it. Move that sand. Let me in. I want loot. They won't let me have the loot.
Ah, here we are. This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
But how?
You must open yourself to possibilities while in the necropolis. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook?
Listen, I tried to be open myself to possibilities at one point, and then I realized that I should never open myself with the possibilities anymore. Ooh, green fire. I do like green fire.
It's best we unchain it quickly.
And then?
The sunken star will drive away despair. Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished to the Fae.
Even banishing demons is extra fancy down here.
It's one of the specialities of the necromantic arts. One of our better known ones, perhaps.
I think most people know about the undead stuff.
Excellent. Approach the body and we'll begin.
You gonna wake it up? You gotta put on the cool skull mask again? No? Aww.
Who brought despair in our midst? Despair? Who brought it here?
Venatori.
The Venatori. Of course. This way, please.
What did you just do?
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Wow.
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate.
Wait, why didn't the whisk come with?
Without it.
Get over here.
Shh. Think I hear someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that Hand of Glory burns down...
So don't stop.
We found those Venatori.
They have no place in these halls. should weaken them. Your death will be the start.
They are powerful enemies.
Oh yeah, what, you gonna buff yourself? You can do that too, you know.
Finish it.
I still stand by me hating radial menus. Thank you, thank you. I always stand to look quite composed and elegant in my attacks, as long as they are thoroughly flashy. Ow. Oh no, I'm good. Gotta worry about me.
What are the Venatori after? Gold? Artifacts?
Aiming to be cool under pressure.
Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
Ah, I'll fill you in on them later.
Trying to get into Hearthstone again because I'm missing card games, but everyone is using the same boring. Everyone's using the same boring decks. Probably because it's like some weird meta going on that helps them win all the time. Get a bunch of YouTubers saying like, "Oh, use this specific combination of cards in this deck to win every match." You're doing it wrong if you don't do it like this. It's like gacha games. 8,000 YouTube videos saying you're playing this character wrong if you don't do this. Here's how to stop losing matches. Spec your character like this. It leaves little room for creativity. Mainstream was a mistake indeed.
Well, down one more despair demon. That's the last of them.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori. This looks interesting.
A spirit reverence? I didn't know they'd learned to make miniature ones into Vinter.
But it also comes from like a lot of the fault from the developers as well for trying to, like, they'll call themselves trying to make a game where, you know, players can be creative with whether it's builds or decks or whatever it might be. But then players will always find like the most optimal way to do things, and then they recommend that stuff to everybody else who's too lazy to find out on their own. And everybody just keeps doing that.
Hello. Did Venatori bring you here?
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
Oh, all right.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work.
Mika says, I was creative with my deck, but my cards got banned, and no one plays like me? Or now one? I think you mean no one. More OP cards in the game. I mean, it has been a while since you played last.
What's this?
A vessel to store the magic the Venatori intended to siphon away from us.
And the benefit of adding more cards is that there's more ways to play, but the downside is that people are going to go back to trying to find the streamlined way to play because they're too lazy to investigate all the cards to see which ones work best for them. So you just fall back in that trap again. It just plays on the idea that people are too lazy to get creative with their cards. So they look up YouTube and go, what are the best cards to use? Solve this problem for me. And someone always has. Why do I suck at game? Please make me good.
There's one chain.
Excellent.
Yes! Kill them all, but save the limbs!
Got it.
Great hit, Rook.
Still caught me at that distance. Oh, I got the height advantage on you, sir. I have the high ground now. Sat down, went through my cards, made a few decks, then play tested them and changed if they had some weak points. It's relaxing. I mean, well, it really does come down to people just having the time to do that. And unfortunately these days, not a lot of people have that time. Where you like a game, but you just don't have the time to invest in getting good at it or to get yourself good at it. And that's a common theme for a lot of people these days.
I call that a win.
Must get clear.
That's the last chain.
We must return to lower level to ring the bell.
Exactly, Mika. We call them whales. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how free-to-play games survive.
Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more Venatori?
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
There's the Venatori.
If not for making a bunch of really cool skins. Like, let's say at Apex, for example. Or an Overwatch.
Excellent form, Rook.
How are we doing, Emmerich?
The bell is still awakening. We must fight a little longer.
The Venatori brought demons.
Typical of them.
They're behind you.
But they're always behind me. Hey, can he still fight back even though he's doing the... He might be able to. Let's try it. Can you do that? You can. Nice. Thought he was too busy doing his little incantation thing. Oh, yeah? Oh, he interrupted me so I couldn't deflect it back. You son of a bitch. Let's get rid of these stupid mages. He tried to teleport, and I caught him in the middle of it. Now, how's that make you feel?
On your right.
Might not be able to reach him from down here.
Finish it.
Let me jump over it. Why do they always run? Surely I'm not that scary.
That's a rage demon. Hold fast.
Oh, my favorite kind of demon. The rage demon.
Ready again.
Let's see, if that attack still hits me all the way up here, I'm gonna be pissed. I mean, he is pretty angry. Oh, it's one of these.
Emmerich, now what?
Now, the grand necropolis shows itself.
Wow, those despair demons vanished.
Pretty impressive.
Please wait while I look at my skills. A 1,000 cuts, they call it. Sure, I'll acquire that. Replace one of my other skills with it. But what is the question? Maybe Toxic Dash? Get rid of that for this one? Gotta live up to my name of being extra toxic. You're such a toxic gamer. Product damage. Everything's got necrotic damage on it now. Far be it for me to complain. I can't get into this menu for some reason. What's going on? What happened? Whatever.
Thank you, but come, let's ensure these cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind.
Why is the water freaking out like this? What is going on here?
Bodies later, of course.
What's going on with the water?
And this is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory? The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from. Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
I would like to return to the chambers above.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent Oniric disruptions.
At the least, the implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred.
I mean, I want tea.
No one ever brings me tea after I slog through a haunted crypt.
My assistant, Manfred. Always thoughtful.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
The elven gods plan to tear it wide open to get to the blight. And they've already messed with it. Demons, tears in reality. Our team needs a Fade expert.
Many Watchers never depart Navara. But with events so dire...
I'd be delighted to assist.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
Wow, just gassing yourself up, huh? Alright, but you gotta bring your little skeleton friend.
Only if your assistant's coming.
Manfred? But of course.
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful. I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
He sounded like Mr. Gadget said to me. What, the claw?
And Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Navarra, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person. Emmerich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
Let's see. Drawing on his necromantic powers, Emmerich banished the despair demons, infesting the shrouded halls, and drove out the invading Venatori. Learning that the malevolent ancient gods are causing chaos in the Fade, the professor joined the team to help stop these mystical threats to creation. Unbeknownst to him, the Venatori plot is the beginning of a chain of events that will lead Emmerich to a dark figure from his past. And scene. I read the thing. You're welcome. So let's see. Is he settling in well enough? Oh, he's in the lab. Of course he is.
A third edition of the Unnameable Elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in?
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
It's a lighthouse. What do you want me to say? Oh, I can flirt with him too? Good lord. It's better with more people.
Early on, it mostly felt empty, but it's gotten more homey with each new person.
For all its grandeur, the lighthouse does seem meant for company.
Did you get the tour yet?
Oh, I've been exploring, but I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
That's a good question. Will it? You're the one who does it. You tell me.
We're still getting used to one another.
True. And yet...
Give it time. We'll settle in.
Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you for stopping by.
Say, hey girl, can I call you Alfred? Yes, your name is Pennyworth from now on. You are Sir Pennyworth.
By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Veilguard asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas. They also mentioned displaced wisps in the necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
Hauntings and scared wisps? Let's look into it.
Thank you. We'll depart for the necropolis whenever you're ready.
But we're going to finish recruiting all of our folks first before we do any of that. New exploration level unlocked. Necropolis Halls. A new exploration level is available. Return to this location via the world map or through the Crossroads Alluvion to explore and complete additional quests. Got it. Got it. I guess we'll start the beginnings of our quest to get our Dragon Hunter now, since we've delayed long enough when it comes to recruiting this person. Was there anything else I wanted to do before I left, though? Like any NPCs to talk to? Let's try to delay this thing as long as we possibly can. If only I could delay this for as long as I can. Maybe I'll go back home. I'm going back home. And you can't stop me, chat. Sorry. So excited I couldn't stop jumping in place.
You're welcome to it.
It'll be 10 years old next year, and we'll never get the rest of the series. You just have to read the manga. You're never gonna get the rest of it. You will just have to read. We will never get the rest.
Safe travels.
We will never be the same again. I mean, whatever. I've already read a lot of it, so I kind of know what happens. I kind of know the spoilers. I know where things go. What's going on with these bots showing up in chats just saying stuff like this? No, wrong one. Let's go back to this one. Whoops. No, are you? Because you sure did come up in the chat sounding like one. I was maybe a click or two away from banning you. How's it going, Axe? Oh, I can't do anything else here. We have to go here now. Yay. Wait. Go back. Hold on. Time out. Pretty sure I read this one already. Permission granted. Letters stamped with the seal of Mornwatch. Greetings. You have driven despair from the shrouded halls. For this you have our thanks. If Venatori return to plunder, hunt them as you will. It is signed with a complicated, impenetrable sigil. Then, how do we... Whatever. Not gonna question it. Just gonna go ahead and keep playing. Trying to make sense of a game that honestly does not make much of any of that. So let's begin, ladies and gentlemen. Who am I bringing along with me for this one? Sure. We'll drag you along with us for this one, Harding. If I'm gonna suffer, you're gonna suffer with me. I ain't suffering alone. Yeah, the water is freaking out. What's going on here? And it's just the water. Look at the size of that 7 head.
Hey.
God, the horns for this particular race look really dumb in this game. And just seeing it here makes it worse. Tosh, I hope. You're that one.
I'm Rook. I'm very much hoping you're Tosh.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
The Lords want to hit a cave on the coastal cliffs. Big Vincimer makes her lair there. We get her out, the Lords get in, we go home and get drunk. Might be more on Tom. Don't get in my way.
I've got a good feeling about her. So, what's the plan exactly?
Wow, what a cool, so cool, such a cool character, guys, so cool.
My partners loot the lair while she's out.
Such a badass. Did you see that? Were you impressed? I know you guys were impressed. Chad, you were impressed, right? You loved it. So cool, so edgy. Let's see. He just says, speaking of card games and suffering, how much for you to go back to FF7 and become the Blood Queen champion? Not enough money in the world for that one. Sorry. Were they what? Full looking at full looking at the other games? They give me full looking, not full looking. They looked. I think I kind of talked about this before, but the way the horns look in this game is that they're kind of like the flesh is kind of like grafted onto them a little bit, and the horns look like they're just an extension of the flesh and not part of like the skull itself. Where in the other games they look more attached to the skull and not part of the person's fucking flesh, where their forehead is now widened out because of how you attach a billboard to that motherfucker. Okay, anyways.
You said the dragon we're dealing with was a Vincimer.
Yeah, blue with a yellow belly.
Fancy.
Oh, one that breathes lightning? I've heard stories.
We're not fighting her. Lords just want the horde in her lair.
Oh, I can't get up there. Wait, can I get up there? Is there a path? On this side, right? I mean, a lot of it kind of goes back to just the way the overall like character design is in this game as well. It's just, it's not great. Like I've kind of like come into it as I've played the game, but you start seeing some of the issues as you keep playing. Couple that with the fact that there's a whole lot of issues with what they were trying to aim for with this particular character.
On Tom ahead. Be ready.
Honestly, it kind of did, Mika. I don't think you're totally wrong about that.
Watch yourself. They have Gatlock cannons.
So there you go, Sims fans. The Sims 5 died for this game. And all you got was a bunch of extra DLC. Try my new skill I got.
This is not your land.
Coming at range.
Like, I'm happy to know that Mass Effect 5 will not be going for this type of look, but I still have plenty of reasons to be concerned about Mass Effect 5 having played this. Although honestly, I still want to call it Mass Effect 4 because I just want to pretend that Andromeda never happened.
Come on, you're not bigger than me.
So, you've got no problem fighting other Qunari?
I'm from Ravain. Not like I follow the Qun.
You've got the arm ropes?
Sure. I wear a lot of stuff. You don't get to tell me who I am. Doesn't matter anyway. The Entente don't follow the Qun.
This person's gonna be insufferable, aren't they? Oh, you're gonna be insufferable, aren't you?
Work with us.
I don't.
I thought you wanted us here to help you.
No.
This is okay. The PUBG one looking real good as a replacement for The Sims. Oh, you mean what's it called? Why do I keep forgetting the name of that stupid game? I know it's what you're talking about. I keep forgetting the name of it for some reason. Yeah, I'll probably have to. I bet I'll have to restart the game to fix that water bug, because yeah, that's very distracting. Just don't look at it too much.
We're not fighting the dragon?
No. Vincimers eat big game, usually sea life. They're not hostile unless you do something stupid.
Like poke around in its lair?
Right.
Like ask you questions about what you're wearing and then getting a reply like, you can't tell me what I can wear.
But you do kill dragons, right? You're a dragon hunter.
I kill them when they need killing. This one doesn't.
You're not my real dad.
Yeah.
You can't tell me what gender I have to be.
All right. Beach is up ahead.
Right. You said we find bait here?
Bait'll find us. Come on.
How is the bait gonna find us? Look, deep stalkers.
Knew they'd find us.
The deep stalkers are the bait?
Yup.
Why are you making me feel sorry for them?
Quite a few of them.
Dragons have big stomachs.
I've heard that about them. Is this one dead? I guess it is.
That one's big. Watch out.
That's their pack leader. Take her down.
Your turn.
There are, but they're not in your party. You do meet some other ones along the way. No, there were gay characters though.
They're aiming for us. They're shooting for us.
You can have that back. You're welcome. Keep your bodily fluids to yourself.
Finish it. Got him in position.
Oh, that one missed. Nice.
Ranged attackers.
I think that's the last of them. Now what?
Now I get the fire going and make our dragon dinner. Good. She'll like it. And this potion will put her to sleep for a few hours. But we gotta get her attention. Use the horn up there. Come on, she'll be here soon.
Where?
So, we held up our end of the bargain?
You did okay. So, what do y'all do?
Right now, we're trying to take down evil god monsters and their blighted dragons.
What? That can't be right. Dragons don't get blighted. They're smart enough to avoid that crap.
However it's happening, the gods are using the blight to force dragons to attack people.
That's messed up. Somebody needs to stop them.
Yeah, guys, it's messed up.
There you go. A task curry.
Where are we headed?
That old Grey Warden fort. Anton might be there. I want to see what they're doing. If it's anything the Lords of Fortune need to worry about.
As long as they don't start spouting some Gen Z slang.
Fed her before then?
They start doing that, I'm going to have to just turn this game off.
It sounds like you got her trained.
You train a dog. You reach an understanding with a dragon.
Are you telling me that those movies, How to Train Your Dragons, are lies? Because they made a whole series about that. You telling me it's not real?
Vincimers are
Disney has lied to me yet again.
better in the water. They cut the surface like
Morgan in this? Yeah, you meet her pretty early on, actually. When you get to the area where the veil jumpers are, she shows up.
They stun schools of fish with their lightning. Gulp them all down in a single bite.
Decidedly nerfed around the chest area this time around. Day 4, clear weather, warm, humid. Found more traces of gold in lower streams. Tomorrow we'll attempt to climb the upper cliffs. Leave a major load, maybe near. Have seen on Tom again, but it's easy enough to avoid them. Okay. Mika, dead ass, you would turn off the game. Good lord. I just got the cliffs above the bridge, but I fell and I think something broke. And then Tom Patrol may have spotted me. Gotta find a place to hide until I can get back to my camp. Looks like I played 5 hours of Origins. Morgan is the only character I remember. Yeah, there's a few cameo appearances from other characters in this as well, like Varric, for example. You got Lace here from the Inquisition. There's a lot of that this time around. He says, so I might go to a nude art study class. Are you going to study art, or are you just going there because it's nude? Are you going there for the art, or are you going there because you're going to see nude people? Definitely nude. Nah, shouldn't even be a question. I know why she's going. Uh-huh. That's what they all say, Mika.
That was close. Maybe too close.
Letting us know she sees us. Might also be her way of saying thanks for the food.
Like, listen, you being trans does not mean that your carnal desires just up and disappear.
Someone built an entire fortress and then left it empty?
This used to be a big Grey Warden outpost. They left after the Darkspawn stopped coming.
You might not have them the way you used to, but they're not gone. Oh, is this for those statues I saw upstairs? Do I have to go back up there and look at that again? Hold on. Now we got to run all the way back up again. Time out. Everyone, time out. Everybody calm down. Be quiet. I got this. We're going to solve this puzzle. Yeah, it's for these. So those two face each other, and the last one faces the wall. Like a good boy. Joke to be made about that, but I'm not gonna make it now. I'm not gonna make it now. I am a mature adult. We do not make those kinds of jokes here on this channel. It's a wholesome Christian stream. Is there a chair in here somewhere? No, okay, never mind. The Griffin Great Helm. It's a heavy helmet, though. I'm sticking with medium armor for now. Is that it? No, it's not. Let's go right downstairs again. Whee! In this video game, my ankles are invincible. Made of adamantium. Daughter had her wisdom teeth out. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, I bet that was a trial.
Yep, that's the Tom. Let's check inside the...
How'd she handle that?
I want to see what they're doing. Shit. More Tom. You're not even supposed to...
I didn't even hurt him. He ran right into it. She's standing, hers to talk. Yeah, poor girl. I mean, you know, listen, getting your wisdom teeth pulled is no fun thing to experience. I mean, the benefit is that you get that benefit of ice cream, and everyone gets happy about that, but I don't mean it's not painful.
Weak dust people? I'll show you weak dust
took over the
people!
outpost after the Grey Wardens abandoned it.
Yeah. Bravain and the Canary were at peace forever. Then the Antom broke away from the Qun and invaded. The Canary builders are part of a different...
Unnecessarily aggro.
They didn't break away. So the Antom take over old forts like this instead of building their own.
And Tom, note, translated from the Qunari language. Your instructions are unchanged. Use the nest to bring the dragon from the sky and the grapples to tie it down. Do this and win glory for the Antom.
Grapples, nets. The Antom are going after the Vincimer.
Is that bad? She can deal with that, right?
Not after I drugged her. Come on. They've been watching. They knew I drug her to make her sleep. Assholes!
Award-winning writing. Can't even be mad at the character for that. What all you can do is just blame the writing. That's all, that's all it is. See, orders came down today. We're abandoning the fortress. No more darkspawn. Too expensive to maintain. Can't believe it. Worse, Tops was reassigned to bloody Ferelden? Or Ferelden. How do you pronounce that again? Ferelden. I'm not being sent to the was it the Weishaupt? I don't know what I'll do without them. It's been Tops and Mel since joining. See this little room to hide out in and write down your journal entries? So I'm guessing her ability lets me destroy stuff like this, but I just can't use it right now. Yeah. Or my bad, I mean their ability. Guess I'll have to pull a Barv at the end of the stream. That'll be 10 push-ups for you.
Ranged incoming.
The fun thing about that scene, it was like, it's not like the character demanded that they do the push-ups for misgendering them. The character themselves did that. Or the other character themselves did that. It was like, what are we even doing here? What is this? The whole thing was written like somebody who just wants some sort of punishment or retribution. Vindictive, as some would call it. Because I don't know, I guess they felt like they were entitled to someone doing that, which, I mean, you can get mad at somebody for doing that, but you're not entitled to it.
They haven't seen us yet. We can run.
Hey!
I brought her down. She's mine by right.
Makara.
Mara Namra Benari Bala. Atash Martarost, Asitarala.
Oh God, it's even in the other language dialogue too. Is this what this whole character is about? Is that what this whole character is about?
Come on.
I mean, I've seen the clips and I was hoping it was just those moments. I sincerely hope that's not what this entire character is about. right, Mickey, have a good night. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for stopping by.
That's a win, Rook.
Okay, let's see. What else we got here?
So, you breathe fire.
Yeah, but how?
Were we supposed to know this? Because I don't remember you mentioning it.
I mean, there is an element to them being partially dragon in that aspect. So, them being able to breathe fire, it's not all that surprising.
Does she know we're trying to help?
No, she's pissed.
We don't have to fight her, do we?
We can run. I don't think she'll chase us.
As one dragon flew off, now safe to finish its nap, uninterrupted, another was about to wake up. The surviving Antam poachers carried news of a fire-breathing Kunari back to their leader. Tosh and the team...
Wait, but how did they survive, though? We killed them all.
...hunted by the Dragon King.
Wonderfully done, Tosh. While you played with the big scary dragon, we looted the shiny stuff from her cave. So, Rook, Varric's talked about you. I see he wasn't making shit up this time. They call me Isabella, among other things.
What did you find in the cave?
A lot of dragon shit, gold, some fancy trinkets, and...
Oh, is this the lady that pulls a bar when she misgenders the characters? This is we're getting to that moment, aren't we?
It almost looks like a rune. Does it do anything?
Shit, I hope not.
It conveys knowledge. While not as impressive as a magical explosion, it can still change the world.
Rook, this is Shathan. She's our expert on Kunari artifacts.
This piece predates the Steel Age by centuries. It comes from an earlier attempt at settlement. One that left no survivors. You used your fire.
What? No.
Were you seen by the Antam? You promised you would be careful, Evatosh. You need to be away for a while. It is good you are joining Rook's team.
I'm what?
Wait, is this a surprise?
Wait, were you not aware of this? Our contact here said you'd agree to join us.
Didn't Shathan... I thought you and your mother had agreed on this.
Nope.
Whoops.
So you just got volunteered, huh?
Work it out. You always do. For gold and glory, Tosh. You're welcome back whenever. Rook, pleasure doing business with you.
Mother, what did you do?
I thought you would enjoy the chance to work with Rook's team. Do you not wish to stop these blighted dragons?
Of course I do. I might have decided to join on my own. Maybe after you talked to me.
I talked to you about not using your fire in front of the Antam. I will prepare potions for you to take. Would you prefer ginger or lavender?
The ginger.
Hassam Vinek.
Oh no, based on this behavior, you kind of seem like the kind of person that's not down for having conversation. She ran over you.
Well, it must be nice to have your mother so involved in your life.
Probably a little too involved.
Welcome to the team. Might not be what you wanted, but we could really use the help.
I'll get my stuff. Hey. It is.
Sorry?
Joining your team. It is what I wanted.
Glad to hear it.
At least that resolved somewhat peacefully.
The Antom hate magic. They always talk about how much better Qunari are than everyone else. Now they worship elven gods for power? Hypocrites. But it explains why they pushed so hard into Ravain.
With this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
So instead of one giant fight, we have a lot of smaller ones. I bet that won't make things any easier.
The gods have made bargains with the worst people in Thedas, offered them all power. And it's not as though the Antom or Venatori will care about the price.
So how do we fight back then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies. Like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal for them.
I might be back in the Crow's good books after we save Treviso.
You impressed Viago. That is quite a challenge on its own.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathous.
Oh, there we go.
She found some trace of the gods.
Guess we'll be talking to Morrigan again soon.
Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
Any details on the Blight?
Says Dante is platforming on the furniture and knocking stuff off.
Write it down.
Why not?
Either he didn't trust someone else.
This is why I can't have ferrets.
He didn't want us to.
Can't do it. And to him, the world is Chippendale's Rescue Rangers. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that does sound kind of fun.
The first warden didn't seem impressed the last time we met.
I heard he told.
I'd probably do it too if I was a ferret.
Will he be in the wetlands?
I don't keep track, but he can't stop you from asking a few questions if we're fast enough.
Getting into all kinds of mischief.
Gillenane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the Blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking Blight than Wardens.
Morrigan and those Wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods. Or the closest damn thing to them.
Won't matter when they're dead.
Nev, you're back.
Yeah, I am.
Meet everyone.
A couple new people have joined the team since you've been gone. This is Professor Emmerich Volkarian, he's our Fade expert. And Tosh, our Dragon Hunter.
Hey.
Charmed.
Right. Not everyone has met.
So you're a dragon hunter? Minrathous could have used you.
What's going on?
Back home, what isn't? Look, you made an impossible call without enough information. I get it. It's the corner the gods put us in. It just might take time to shake off.
You are back though, right?
Yeah, Belle. I'm back.
Good to have you back. Whatever the circumstances. Everyone needs to be part of this. That's the only way we'll win.
After what happened to Minrathous, I've got even more reason to go after the gods. If anyone's got a shot at this, it's the people here. I'm still on the job. Count on it.
Great. Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendel.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
So what are you officially entering into Act 2 of this whole thing?
Never easy, is it, kid?
What do you mean?
Making the big choices, then living with the consequences.
Haven't had much training in that aspect.
Feels like stopping two gods isn't the kind of thing that should get handed to a fresh leader. Though, someone needs to be in charge, right? Everyone's looking to me for answers. I have to be ready to give them, even when I'm not certain.
And that's why I recruited you, Rook. I knew you could fill my shoes. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the Wardens found. All this chatting is taking it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good work, Rook. You'll find your way through this. I know it.
Dragon Slayer, Tasha, Qunari, Dragon Hunter lured a dragon from its lair with the team's help that her fellow lords of fortune could steal. Wait, did the game just miss it? Does the game have to pull a Barv now? When Anton, maybe I'm misreading that. When Anton poachers tried to take a drug, Sleepy Dragon tossed offended and revealed her ability to breathe fire. Maybe it is. Maybe the game is doing that. As Tosh joined the team, the surviving Anton fled back to their leader, Dragon King, with a word of rare fire breathing Qunari. The game is not misgendering the character. Although perhaps maybe we're at the part of the game where they don't quite reveal that just yet, and they haven't quite come to terms with that part of themselves. Maybe that's why they're doing that. Why'd that keep popping up? What was that? That was weird. Hallsburg Wetlands. All right, I guess that's where we're going next. Once I get done with all this stuff. Okay. I think it's about time for me to call it here for now. So we go ahead and save. And that'll do it for today. And then I'll probably end up continuing this either over the weekend or sometime next week. Depending on if time allows, because I got a podcast to do possibly tomorrow. Got to aim for tomorrow. And if any reason that gets delayed, I'll just aim for Saturday. If for any reason it gets delayed. Well, let's go to the outro so I can get out of here. All right, there we go. So, yeah, that's it for now, guys. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, this one's going to be kind of a little bit of a short one today. But because I mostly got work to do to get some shit done for the podcast tomorrow, obviously. So, tune in for that. Got some fun topics to talk about for tomorrow's episode and some interesting topics to talk about as well in regards to this game and a bunch of other stuff that's happened this week as well. So tune in for the rundown tomorrow. What else do I have? Do you have anything else going on at the moment? No, I don't. Social media links are in the banners below. If you're watching on YouTube, they should be in the description. If not, then just let me know and I'll add them there. Also, don't forget to like the video if you haven't done so already. If you made it this far into the video and you did enjoy it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. But yeah, that's all I got for now. So until next time, you all have a wonderful day or night, depending where you are in the world. You all stay classy, stay sharp. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and I will catch you guys next time. Have a good one, everybody. Love you all. I am out of here. Deuces. And fade to black.